And tonight, two veteran teams, Grant. What does that tell you?
Well, usually with an established team, you've got to beat them. They won't beat themselves. But a lot to learn in this league, and really, there's no substitute for experience.
Now here's Conley, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell and Bogdanovich fill the wings. O'Neal is at power forward with Gobert anchoring at center. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And the wrist injury for Bojan Bogdanovic set him back a little in recent seasons. Remember, he had surgery in 2020 and slowly returning to form now.
And he makes them better. I mean, great skill level with size, a floor spacer who can also create his own shot off the bounce.
Boy, you think about a guy like Bojan Bogdanovic, who was taken with the 31st pick back in 2011. He did not come to the NBA for another 3 years. But since that point, boy, he has carved out an excellent career.
That one drops for him.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to guard Embiid. I mean, you can body him up, get physical with him, and he still finds a way to score.
Now here's Gobert. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. The shot by Conley, no good. And Doris, a fixture on the Croatian national team is Bogdanovic.
Yeah, his 2019 contract made him the highest paid Croatian athlete. And boy, does he earn his money. This guy competes every time down the floor, so well-rounded offensively.
Now here's Conley, O'Neal on the wing. Back to Bogdanovic, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Utah ball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Bogdanovic.
This guy's got tremendous instincts and a tremendous wingspan. That is what makes Danny Green so good on the defensive end.
Out to the right wing. Here's Maxey. He's guarded by Conley. No one covering.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Bogdanovic. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Conley on the attack. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Wow, how about the concentration from Mike Conley? Wow, that is big time.
Outside, Green. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. And that one's good. Mitchell.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Here's Maxey. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Embiid, a screen on Conley. Here's Maxey. And Gobert with a block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Outside Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Jazz leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Well, you talk about those players who have been in the grind. The undrafted scrapper Royce O'Neal takes pride in his story.
Thinking back from when I started, overseas, summer camps, mini camps, to where I am now, just an honor being in the position that I am. I'm grateful for the opportunity, so I can tell my story to the younger kids, just the journey, never give up.
Boy, Grant, O'Neal, such a competitor.
Oh, I love this kid. A 6'4" small forward, but as hard as he plays, you don't hear much about him being undersized.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got George Niang, Matisse Thybulle out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Milton.
2 minutes.
The rebound by Whiteside. Utah leading. Right side Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Whiteside. Over Milton. And Whiteside with the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Whiteside's gotten his first basket of the night. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Now Milton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Utah?
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the defense to collapse. That could free up shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Utah. Conley comes in for Donovan Mitchell.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Milton with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Harris. That one's wide left. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Clarkson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The last time they came together was in Salt Lake City, where they fell to the Jazz.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Milton against Ingles. It's stolen by Thybulle. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Harris misses. And Utah has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Here's Milton. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, if the defense gives them that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And so it's Utah closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. And to see these two shouldering the burden, carrying their teams, almost makes your back sore, huh, Shaq?
No, stop it. Might have to get him some of that icy hot. Man up.
You might just, couldn't hurt. And now let's take a look at our featured game tonight. At the half, an advantage for the Utah Jazz.
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to you.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence. And I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack, and you always have to believe in yourself no matter what the situation.
So the Utah 5 right now. O'Neal is at power forward with Gobert anchoring at center. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Bogdanovich against Green. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Conley connects from downtown. Conley's got 5.
Well, we normally see Mike Conley toe the line. That time he takes a step or two past it. Okay, Mike.
And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an all-star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship, like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
Pass to Embiid. Over Gobert. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Bogdanovich, no good. And I think when you say Mike Conley all-star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
Here's Conley. And Embiid with the block.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Niang, he's checked in for the Sixers. And Utah with a change here, too. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for O'Neal. .114 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Whiteside. That one goes in.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Outside Curry. Here's Maxey. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Niang. Inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Embiid's got 8 points.
Brilliant second half start. 4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Outside Bogdanovich. There's a screen by Whiteside. Tries a 10-footer. Again, Utah.
Well, that's Bogdanovich making great use of the pick and roll. Fantastic at exploiting whatever the defense delivers to him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert against Embiid. Clock at 6. Stolen by Conley. Bogdanovich on the wing. No luck on that one. And so it's Utah up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Come on, fans.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Utah leading. We've got Green, Shake Milton out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Furkan Korkmaz, and it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
and they've really managed to dominate inside.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Gay outside. Picked by Gobert. From 13. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Pass to Embiid. That one doesn't drop, and Utah will come the other way. Gay with the ball, picked up by Embiid. Here's Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. Banked it in off the glass. Gobert's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert shoots such an outstanding percentage. He consistently knows what shots to take.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Shot clock at 5. Milton against Mitchell. Milton no good. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Gay. Clarkson outside. And here's Mitchell. Gay left side. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers running out of time.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Jazz.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
They grabbed their own miss. A nice shot by Milton.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in as New Balance presents our player of the game, Rudy Gobert.